I've just created this link tree so it's easier for you guys to contact me. You can do so through my Instagram or my crypto Twitter that I've just recovered. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're well. We're back with another Hbar update, but I'm going to start off on the weekly just to remind you. If you're new to the channel, yesterday we were talking about this weekly resistance to the left over here. We've got some touches on the resistance of the close there, this close over here, some wicks, and we took it up to that red wick over there. So then we go to the right where we are currently, and this looks like that we're running into this key area of support over here, this weekly support. Even on the monthly time frame, this would act as resistance. Can you see the wick rejections and now support over it? Could this be a monthly inverse head and shoulders? That would be lovely. So that means that this move here was a bear trap. We're coming back in after this newly formed impulse that actually took out this high over here. Did not take out this high on the monthly, but on the monthly did take out where the FTX capitulation began. So can we see this here, this shooting star? If you're not aware of the candlestick names, I'm currently making an ebook that's super cheap for anyone that's entry level, wants to know the terminologies, the candlestick names, the chart patterns, and some strategies that I do teach in the course and in the mentorship. But if you want the course and the mentorship, again, this is all over my link tree in the top right corner, the description down below, or the comment section down below. It's all pinned where you can head over to my crypto Twitter or my Instagram, crypto Instagram, so you can private message me. Go check out my Instagram. Not a lot of you are following me there. We're under 100 followers, so do check it out. I have been posting my trades, or the trades that I've been seeing on the chart over there. So I did give the free quant trade over my Instagram, my Twitter, and here over on the YouTube. The target was met, and that was an absolutely incredible trade, well over 15, I think, yeah, over 15% completely for free on the channel. If you want me to teach you this, then you know what to do. Now over here, this is where the FTX capitulation began in the month of November. So we were still within this support and then lost it, setting new lows, meaning that any pump, any impulse that we have into this green box, now that we've lost it, it should become a red box. It should be resistance, and when we come into this area, we should get rejected. And that's what the monthly time frame is saying. But on the monthly time frame, what we're seeing with our eyes is that you actually went higher than this over here. So on the monthly time frame, you've actually put in a higher high. I agree with everyone that we're not above this yet. We've actually rejected it, but it's fine in doing so, simply because we need to prove that this is resistance at first. Then we pull away, reset the market, come back down to this key area of resistance, but now as support potentially. So this may be a first impulse, and all we're doing is retracing back to the low, but can we form a higher low within this green box to send us up to higher price targets? These are the price targets that I'm envisioning that could happen over the next year, coming up to 30 cent. It won't be overnight, it won't be over some months, could even be longer than a year. And no one knows, and that's why I'd rather say it could be a year away, because no one has the dates on things. We just know that certain price targets will be met as long as the criteria is holding. Now, after this big impulse down, and this is still on the monthly time frame, remember, one of the largest time frames, the higher you go, the more accurate it is. And on the monthly time frame, we can see we did not close above the 786. So this is actually giving us one last opportunity for the bears out there. Can the bears now wake up and lose this green box on the monthly time frame? We've got 21 days left. So if price on the monthly time frame is closing underneath 5 cent psychological level, this is where we could be going lower and lower. Now let's head over to the weekly, and what I'm going to do is measure this impulse. But first of all, as I've said multiple times over the last few months, we should have never gotten above this gold zone, these two gold lines over here, or orange lines. It should be retested as resistance in line with the 20 moving average on the weekly time frame for lower lows, something like this. However, was that the case? No, we pushed through it, and it seems that now we formed this reversal wave. We could just be coming back down to test this area support for another go at heading to the next targets of 14 cent. This is for the bulls out there, but I've just made you aware of the bearish case as well. If we go ahead and lose 5 cent on the monthly time frame, again 21 days, we could be under here for 10, and the last 11 reclaim it. So let's wait for that monthly close. This weekly close is important as well for it to stay above 5 cent to give us this bounce. Okay, even if we do bounce, guys, this is a big dump. So about halfway, there's going to be a point where you could get rejected for continuation lower. Do you understand that? So it really is Hawkeye time for Hbar. Let's head over to the daily time frame, see if there's anything clearer. So for some days, we were holding that level of support. We did not get any bounces to reclaim the 786. This is what I said. We need to get above 7 cent for continuation up. But did we get above 7 cent? No. So that means we're still on the path coming down towards this golden pocket in which we we lost the support and have now tested that exactly, coming exactly down to the 0.5 fib at 5.5 cent. So we are showing some bullish candles, but we were over here and we didn't get any bounces. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing. Just like over here, we need to reclaim the 786. I would still need price to do that, to get above the moving averages, to confirm, yeah, we're in a bull trend again. But a little confirmation that we're just heading to, it doesn't mean we're going to break above, just heading to here. A confirmation would be us closing back above 6 cent, which is the 618. Now I'm going to use some other fibs, so I will get rid of these for now, but I know that the golden pocket, usually I just draw the box between there and there, but I've just shown you on the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame, why this box is so big. Now I'm going to place some new fibs measuring this massive impulse, because after coming up we are retracing, and look, there you go, over here, the golden pocket. So we are within this, trapped between the 0.5 at 6 cent and the 618 at 5.2 cent. So that's why I've just been using 5 cent, because it's a psychological level, and yeah, that's the level that we want to hold on the monthly time frame, as we just seen, simply because it is a psychological number, 5 cent exactly. So if we can hold this as support, then yes, you'd go to 10 cent. Just as we did, we got above 5 cent over here and we went to 10 cent or 9.8 cent or whatever you want to call it. So almost there. But same thing, just hold this support. We should be going back to here and further, but understanding there's going to be a midpoint somewhere, and we need to break above that midpoint. You understand that, for bullish continuation. So we could get a bounce. It doesn't mean anything, because the bounce needs to get above this. And that would be this left shoulder, if you want. Yeah, it's not really, well, first top, second top, so M pattern, if you want to call it. So I can even check what that target is. It's definitely going to be under here, somewhere here. But let's go give that a go. Okay, this would say that we could be returning back down to this support at 4 cents. So we need to see how this all pans out over these next few days. Let's see if we do get a little bounce. But look at this, it's just been an onslaught, constantly selling pressure. So at some point it will need to give in, it will need to have a relief rally, and that relief rally will need to get back and reclaim specific supports. So I'm not saying that this is done right now, but if it were to be, then you can see it's saying come back up to about 7.5 cent, which was exactly where that green box was. Can we see that? So very nice that we were able to do that even just without the fibs. So it could be that you come back up to here towards these moving averages and still get rejected to go lower. If you can reclaim them, turn them into support, we will continue up. But that's the secondary path. The primary path is that we are now continuing lower and lower and lower, but that we just need to hold 5 cents on the monthly time frame. Now again, if everything, all hell breaks loose, here are your targets for new lows. But as we are still above that low and above that weekly resistance, now support, still within this 5-month support over here, it's going to give us this opportunity of bouncing. We can see at 5 cent exactly there's a build up of resistance. So could we get a bounce from here? We'd really need some, really need. So if we want to go up and take out this to head to those higher price targets I was talking about earlier in the month. But again, we will only take that path if this holds and we break this high. That's how we head eventually to 30 cent. But you can divert off this path very easily. Simply lose this green box and we're no longer on that path. Yes, it's annoying. This is how trading works. There are validation and invalidation points. So the moment we got above this green box, that opens up eventually 30 cent, as long as certain price levels can hold, meaning the 0 fib down here as well as this golden pocket. If we can maintain this big brick wall of support over here, big brick wall of support, if we can maintain, yes, you can go all the way to the bottom, just need to hold above this. If we can do so, this is how we get up to 30 cent. It will take so long, guys. There'll be nasty dips just like this. Look how quickly we've got, or not how quickly, but look how aggressively percentage wise, 45% dump already, and this is technically still bullish, technically. But again, we can lose that by again losing this green box over here. That means we're coming back down to the lows, looking for new lower lows, and I've already shown you the targets. If you don't remember them, just get them up here again. So we got 2.7 cent, 2.3 cent, 1.89 cent. And yeah, you could be going much lower and lower and lower, but I'd be looking for bounces over here, to be honest, guys. Maybe even off the 1272, a bounce that could reclaim the 0, sorry. Now, this fib level, 3.5 cent, or just the low. And yeah, we'd go ahead and try and reclaim this. It's all about this green box, guys. Even if you lose it and you go down to these targets, I would still be interested in this green box, because this green box is the go signal. As long as we are above it and just retracing back down to it, looking for support for the continuation, this is bullish. If we lose this level, very, very negative, guys. Looking for new lows. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really is a go time, or laser eye focus time. If you want me to teach you how to master the charts, then please head over to my link tree over here. It is in the top right corner of the video or in the description down below. And you can head over to my Twitter or Instagram, where you can find out more about the courses and the mentorship. Thank you guys.